Hey everybody, you're here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today in the Dungeons & Dragons DLC for Dead by Daylight, going for the hand-eye coordination achievement. This one's going to be done from the survivor side. You can get this done with any survivor, so no purchase necessary. However, you are going to need to be a little patient, as you can only get this achievement in games where you're playing against the Lich. Now, you should know at the beginning of every game whether or not you're playing against someone who's using the Lich or not, indicated by the chests that are going to be sprinkled around the map. These are going to be different than your typical Dead by Daylight chests. Even though they may contain typical Dead by Daylight items, their main purpose is to contain items that are meant to counter the Lich's abilities. Now, most of the time, these are going to take the form of either a pair of gauntlets or a pair of boots. Basically, the way the chests are going to work is every time you go to open a chest, you're going to get a dice roll, and whatever that dice roll is going to determine what you pull out of the chest. Now, during this dice roll, if you happen to roll a 20, you should be able to pull out a special item from the chest. There's going to be two different types. You're going to have the eye or the hand of Vecna. Either should work for the achievement, so make sure you try to find one or the other. Hopefully your luck holds out and you can pull one of these out of one of the chests. Once you have it, your goal is to try to keep it safe up to the point where you can attune it to yourself. So make sure you try to find a safe spot where you can do so. Basically, once you have a moment to yourself and the item, you're going to hold right trigger to attune it. So make sure you attune the item. You're basically going to absorb the item and you're going to be given whatever effect that it's going to grant. And then what you need to do in order to get the achievement is to escape after attuning one of these two special items to yourself. Now, the trade-off for attuning yourself with one of these two special items is basically you grant the killer, who is going to be playing as the Lich, they're going to get a special Mori execution once you are on your last hook state. So make sure you do keep that in mind. After you have two hook states on you already, you're going to be very vulnerable on that last hook state. So make sure you are wary of that. But hopefully you are able to manage the escape. You can escape through any method, either one of the two exit gates or through the hatch if that situation presents itself, as long as you have attuned one of the two special items to you and you make that grand escape. You should be good for the achievement once you hit the result screen. So this one isn't going to be too bad. You just need to make sure all the conditions are in your favor. Hopefully you get a game against the Lich, and then hopefully in that same game you're lucky enough to pull one of the two items out of the chest and also escape. But if you can pull all of that off, you should be good for the achievement. It's going to be for 10 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.